All right, let's dive in. Today we're going to explore the career of Usher.
Oh, a good one.
Yeah, this guy is an R&B and pop icon.
Definitely.
We're going to be pulling from his Wikipedia page, which, let me tell you, is jam-packed with fascinating details.
Well, you can only imagine.
So get ready to discover how Usher went from a kid in Tennessee to the top of the charts, reinventing himself again and again.
Yeah, he's been around forever, it feels like.
Seriously, he's left his mark on the music industry.
That he has.
So Usher Raymond IV, that's his full name,
Wow, I didn't know that.
was born in Dallas, Texas,
Okay.
October 14th, 1978.
Gotcha.
But the family soon moves to Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Yeah, right.
And that's where things really start to take shape musically for him.
I see.
9 years old, picture this, little Usher in the church choir, already showing off that amazing voice.
Oh, yeah. The church choir, classic R&B origin story.
Seriously, it's like a breeding ground for so many talented singers.
Right, building those vocal skills and soulful expression.
Like that gospel foundation is everything. So the family, they know he's got something special.
Yeah.
So they decide to make a move to Atlanta,
Oh, makes sense.
a city just bursting with musical energy.
Absolutely.
Usher goes to North Springs High School,
Okay.
but he's quickly making moves outside the classroom.
Gotta go where the music is.
Exactly. Now at just 13,
Oh, wow. Young.
he meets A.J. Alexander,
Okay.
who, get this, was a bodyguard for Bobby Brown.
Interesting.
Alexander sees Usher's potential
Smart guy.
and starts taking him to talent shows.
Oh, wow. Like a mentor.
Totally, even getting him gigs in parking lots.
Talk about starting from the bottom.
Yeah, crazy, right?
Yeah.
Mentorship is so important.
important.
Someone who believes in you and gives you those opportunities.
It can change everything.
And it did for Usher.
For sure.
So Alexander, he helps Usher connect with Bryant Reed, an A&R rep from LaFace Records.
Okay.
Bryant Reed had seen Usher on Star Search.
Oh, wow. Star Search. That's a throwback.
Right. And he thought, this kid has it. So he arranges an audition for Usher with, drumroll please, L.A. Reid,
No way, L.A. Reid himself.
the co-founder of LaFace Records.
Big time.
Usher sings End of the Road by Boyz II Men
Classic.
and just blows L.A. Reid away.
Of course.
Signed on the spot. At 15 years old.
Man, what a story.
And his mom, she's all in too, leaves her job to manage his career.
That's belief right there.
Seriously, so same year, he debuts with Call Me a Mac on the Poetic Justice soundtrack.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Big deal for a newcomer.
Absolutely.
Then, later that year, his self-titled debut album drops.
15 years old. And he's got an album.
I know, right? But there was some backlash because of the mature themes in the album.
Makes sense.
It sparked a lot of conversation about, how young is too young to sing about certain things.
Right, especially back then.
It's an interesting debate. It continues even today.
It does. It does.
But Usher, he didn't let it stop him. Kept working on his craft, performing, collaborating with other rising artists, Monica, for example.
Oh, yeah, good call.
Just kept building that momentum.
Smart move.
2 years later, in 1997, second album,
Okay, what is it?
My Way.
My Way? Love that album.
And that's when things really start to take off.
Here we go.
The lead single, You Make Me Wanna,
Hmm.
#1 in the UK.
Wow. International success right away.
Global breakthrough moment for sure.
That's huge.
The US quickly follows suit.
Okay.
Nice and slow.
Another class.
Becomes his first #1 hit in the States.
Nice.
My Way goes 7 times platinum.
7 times platinum.
Just in the US, talk about a statement.
He was on fire.
My Way cemented Usher's spot in the R&B world.
For sure.
You could hear his growth as an artist, he found his sound, his style, and it connected with the audience.
And that was just the beginning.
Exactly, he was just getting started.
Can't wait to hear more. All right, we're back, diving deeper into the career of Usher. Last we left off, he was riding high on My Way.
Oh yeah, a classic for sure, but things were about to get even bigger. Way bigger.
You ain't kidding. My Way really opened doors for him.
It did, beyond music even.
Really?
Oh yeah, he starts dipping his toes into acting, shows up on Moshe.
Oh, I loves Moshe.
Right. And even lands a role in The Faculty, that teen horror flick.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. Scary stuff.
But while he's doing all this Hollywood stuff, he never stops making music.
Of course not. Music's in his blood.
2001, he drops his third album, 8701.
8701, now we're talking.
This album was pure fire.
Seriously, it was everywhere.
Back-to-back chart toppers, You Remind Me and You Got It Bad.
Oh man, I played those songs nonstop.
Everyone did. Those were anthems.
8701 was something else. His vocals so smooth.
And the production so slick.
He was experimenting with different R&B styles, expanding his
It
sound.
wasn't just catchy hooks anymore. There was depth.
Maturity in his music, reaching a wider audience.
And the industry noticed, too. Usher gets his first 2 Grammys for 8701.
2 Grammys. That's incredible.
Both for Best Male R&B Vocal Performance.
Back to back in the same category, that's huge.
Talk about recognition. The industry knew he was a force to be reckoned with.
They saw his talent, his potential. It was just the beginning.
Then comes 2004.
Oh yeah, 2004, the year everything changed.
The year of confessions.
That album was a phenomenon, a cultural moment.
More than just an album, it was everywhere.
It really was. You couldn't escape it.
You know what they say? Confessions is a masterclass in blending genres.
You're telling me that fusion of R&B and crunk, it was brilliant.
Risky, but it paid off big time.
20 million copies sold worldwide. Diamond certification.
Those numbers are insane, and every song was a hit.
Seriously, yeah. With Lil Jon and Ludacris.
Burn, Confessions Part 2.
My Boo, with
Right.
Alicia Keys, every single one.
Radio, MTV, parties, Usher was everywhere.
What's crazy is how it reached everyone.
You're right, R&B fans, pop lovers, even people who didn't usually listen to that kind of music.
It transcended genres. Confessions was a movement.
That duet with Alicia Keys, though, on My Boo,
Pure magic, their voices together, amazing.
like a musical conversation to superstars at their peak.
It shows you the power of a collaboration, bringing different voices together. They created something special.
Timeless classic, for sure.
And let's not forget those awards.
Confessions swept them. 3 more Grammys.
3 more, that's unbelievable.
Contemporary R&B album, rap sung collaboration for Ya, and R&B performance by a duo or group with vocals for My Boo.
It wasn't just about the awards though. Confessions left a legacy.
It influenced a whole generation of artists.
Changed the sound of R&B and pop.
You can hear its echoes in music today.
Absolutely, Confessions was a game changer.
And then there was the Truth Tour.
Don't even get me started on the Truth Tour.
Usher, Kanye West, Christina Milian. Can you imagine seeing that lineup back then?
It was epic, a moment in time.
Those performances were captivating.
He brought Confessions to life on stage.
So much energy, special guests, surprises.
A true spectacle.
But even after all that success, Usher didn't slow down.
That's Usher for you, always working.
Collaborations with R. Kelly, Omarion, Mary J. Blige.
Keeping the hits coming.
Another #1 with Lil Jon on Lovers and Friends in 2005.
Unstoppable.
And get this, in 2006, he does Broadway.
Broadway, Usher. No way.
Yeah, he starred as Billy Flynn in Chicago.
That's amazing. Such a talented guy.
Short run, but still, Broadway. It shows his range, his willingness to try new things.
Not afraid to step outside his comfort zone.
And those iconic performances sharing the stage with Stevie Wonder and Shakira at Obama's inauguration.
Wow, what a moment.
And that tribute to Michael Jackson, gone too soon at the memorial service, so powerful.
Usher using his platform for something bigger.
It was more than just music. It was cultural, it was emotional.
Showed a different side to him, beyond the pop star.
But through it all, the music never stopped.
The music kept flowing.
2008, Here I Stand, a new chapter.
Okay, what's different about this one?
He's a husband and father now.
Makes sense.
Themes of love, family, commitment, it's all over the album.
Personal growth, reflecting his life.
And another chart topper debuted at #1.
3 in a row, that's impressive.
Lead single, Lovin' This Club, featuring Young Jeezy, another massive hit.
Usher could do it all, dominate the charts while exploring those deeper themes.
Showing his maturity, connecting with the audience on a different level.
But the evolution continued.
It did. 2010, Raymond v. Raymond, a time of transition.
Transition, how so?
Divorce, fatherhood, navigating those complexities of identity.
Sounds heavy.
It was. Usher didn't shy away from it, honest and bold.
I laid it all out there.
Ups and downs of love, loss, finding himself.
The music must have been incredible.
Oh, it was OMG featuring Will.i.am.
I love that song.
His 9th #1 single, the first artist of the 2010s to have #1 hits in 3 decades straight.
3 decades, that's staying power.
It's amazing, right? Adapting to the times, staying true to his vision, always pushing those boundaries.
He never lost sight of what made him Usher. That's the key.
And he released an EP that same year, Versus.
Interesting time.
Continuing those themes from Raymond v. Raymond, exploring single life, fatherhood, the joys and challenges.
Like he's having a conversation with himself.
Processing everything, the highs and the lows.
A true artist, using different formats to explore different ideas.
Usher owned the 2000s, hit after hit. Records broken, awards won, a global icon.
What a run.
But it's not over yet. We're going to explore his mentorship, his entrepreneurial spirit, and how he kept pushing those musical boundaries.
Can't wait.
Welcome back. We've seen Usher rise from those early days in Atlanta all the way to global stardom.
What a journey.
But it doesn't stop there. He keeps evolving, finding new creative outlets.
Always pushing forward.
And get this, he becomes a mentor, guiding the next generation of artists.
That's awesome.
It's 2012. Usher makes a surprising move.
What's that?
He joins NBC's The Voice as a coach.
Wow, The Voice, that's big.
This multi-platinum, Grammy-winning artist, sharing his knowledge, his experience.
That's pretty humble of him. Could have easily just focused on his own career.
Right. But he wanted to give back, nurture new talent, help shape the future of music.
That says a lot about him.
And he was a dedicated coach, passionate, insightful.
Clearly.
One of his singers, Josh Kaufman, even won season 6.
No way, that's awesome.
Usher knew how to connect with these young artists, inspire them.
He wasn't just teaching them to sing, he was teaching them about the business, the stage, the importance of staying true to yourself.
But even while he's mentoring on The Voice, Usher's still pushing his own musical boundaries.
Of course, the man never stops.
2012's 7th studio album drops, Looking for Myself.
Looking for Myself, another classic.
This wasn't just another Usher album, this was an adventure, sonically speaking.
Oh, so.
He brought in EDM, dubstep, neo-soul, funk, all these different elements.
That's a mix.
Creating this rich, textured soundscape, experimental, but still undeniably Usher.
The critics must have loved it.
They did. They praised him for taking those risks, exploring new territory.
Gotta keep evolving.
And the lead single, Climax, a masterpiece.
Climax, such a good song.
Haunting, atmospheric, showing off his vocal range, his emotional depth.
It's got that Usher swagger, but it's fresh, innovative.
Another Grammy for Best R&B Performance for Climax.
Well deserved.
Usher kept the momentum going with Hard to Love in 2016.
Hard to Love, I'm sensing a theme here.
Exploring those contemporary R&B sounds, electronic, soul, those smooth vocals.
It's a vibe.
But this album, it was introspective, you know?
Oh, yeah?
Heartbreak, vulnerability, love, relationships, the complexities of it all.
More mature, reflective.
But still that undeniable Usher groove.
Keeping the fans happy.
And the hits kept coming. No Limit, featuring Young Thug.
Young Thug, interesting collaboration.
Top of the Billboard charts again, Usher bridging the gap between his old fans and the new generation.
Smart move, staying relevant.
2018, Usher teams up with the legendary producer Zaytoven for an album simply titled A.
Zaytoven, now that's a power duo.
This was a homecoming for Usher, going back to his Atlanta roots.
Makes sense, Atlanta's where it all began.
The sound, heavily influenced by trap music, that Atlanta energy.
Paying homage to the city that made him.
He even brought in Atlanta artists like Future and Gunna for some collabs.
Keeping it authentic.
Showed off Usher's versatility, his understanding of musical history, how it all evolves.
He could do it all. Classic R&B, pop, trap, all while staying true to himself.
Then in 2024, Usher surprises everyone with Coming Home.
Coming Home, what's special about this one?
His first independent project.
Wow, going solo.
Complete control over his artistic vision.
That's a big step.
A culmination of everything he's learned, everything he's experienced.
Sounds like a very personal album.
It is. Mature, introspective, exploring growth, legacy, the importance of staying true to who you are.
That's powerful.
And guess what?
Right.
He's headlining the Super Bowl L8 halftime show.
No way, the Super Bowl, that's huge.
Talk about a full circle moment from singing in parking lots to one of the biggest stages in the world.
Usher's journey is truly inspiring.
It really is. Talent, determination, embracing change, anything is possible.
He's an icon, an inspiration to so many.
It's been amazing diving into Usher's career from the church choir to the Super Bowl. He's done it all.
What a ride.
So what resonated with you most about Usher's story? What's your favorite Usher era? And how do you think he's shaped the world of R&B and pop music? Keep those questions in mind as you go back and listen to his music. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep the music playing.